Yeah, I mean, I'm just super excited that Vanessa said she would do this training with us because we just met really properly like 2 weeks ago.
I
Really?
think so, yeah. Even less than 2 weeks.
That's so crazy because I feel like I already know her like my whole life. Um, for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Nikki Fountain. I am a double, and I am originally from Ireland. And Vanessa and I are in another group together, and we decided to link up to do a really intense accountability partnership. And Vanessa is originally from France, and lives in Florida now, and she's super amazing. And I just love her. Like I feel like she's just, I don't know. There's so many great sideline people that you can meet in your business, but I am just so grateful that we got to link up. I just love her. I think she's awesome, and she has so many great tips. And she's so one team, one mission. She does anything to help anybody, and I'm super grateful for you.
Don't
So,
make
do you
me
want to?
cry, please.
I am so grateful for you. I really am. So, do you want to tell everyone a little bit about your story?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be super short, but I started my business 4 years and a half ago in France. So it was the beginning in France. So that's why you hear my accent. I moved in the USA 2 years ago and I'm a double diamond. My husband is a double diamond. I'm working super hard on triple diamond, and yeah, this business is so amazing. And the same, I met Nikki like less than 2 weeks ago. We didn't even met for real, but like from Facebook and from that group. And I'm so happy that and blessed. I feel blessed that we met and that we decided to work together. And it was kind of random, so we didn't even choose each other. It was just like a random pick, and it's amazing. And I'm glad you asked, but I have to admit I'm a little nervous because that's my second training in English. Usually it's only in French, but now that I'm building a team here too, I mean, I have to get out of my comfort zone and do it in English too. So I hope you guys are gonna understand me. In case you don't understand, just say it in the chat. And yeah, so this business literally changed my life, since my biggest dream on my dream board was to move to the US. And now I'm living my American dream with my family since 2 years now. And that's funny because today, exactly 2 years ago, we received our visa to move here. So that's amazing. Yeah, so just to explain you a little bit, Instagram was absolutely not my thing until now, because I've been working my business mostly on Facebook for 4 years and a half. And my team was begging me to do a training about Instagram, but I was like, okay, I can't do it because I don't know. I'm just posting, I don't really work it. So I felt like as a leader, I was supposed to learn. So I just started to learn and watch everything I could about Instagram from leaders, from It Works, from influencer on Instagram. And I have a couple friends that are really, really good and influencer on Instagram. So I just gathered all the information I could find about it, and I shared it to my team. So I'm gonna do the same with you tonight. So probably it's not always what you hear often, because what I'm gonna say tonight is also regarding the new algorithm in 2018, because a lot of things changed and not everybody is aware of it, and some things we are not even sure because they don't tell you what's happening, but you can notice. So yeah, I'm just gonna share you what I learned. So even if you go on my profile on Instagram, you're not gonna see 10,000, 30,000 followers because it's brand new. But I love how my Instagram looks like now, because I really feel like now I get it. And I understand that you have to be patient about Instagram. It's not the same as you work it on Facebook. Facebook is really more, you feel like it's more interactive because you're talking a lot. You like when you're a friend with someone, is friend with you too, but not on Instagram. And it's totally different. Instagram is all about the picture, and Facebook is also about the text, like the caption you're putting with the picture. So you're not going to communicate the same way on Instagram, otherwise it's going to be spammy and nobody's going to follow you. So let me share with you my screen, and then I'm going to show, I'm both on the on the screen because I'm going to share my phone so that you can see what I'm doing on my phone at the same time. So let me share my screen. Let me know if you see it. Do you see it? Yeah? Okay.
Yes.
I'm such a green, I'm red, but I have a huge part of green. So you'll notice that I have to write everything because it helps me. Hold on. Can I click on it at the same time? Oh. I have to stop to share a second because I just have to do it otherwise. Let me see. Hold on. Ugh. Here we go. That's gonna be better because I cannot click at the same time. Here we go. Can you see it now? Yeah? Nikki, do you see it? Yeah, okay, perfect. So just a couple numbers so that you understand Instagram is really becoming a thing, even more now. So in 2017, it's the platform that has the biggest growth compared to Facebook and other social media platforms. It's used 4 times more than Pinterest and Snapchat. 50% of people now are watching the stories every day. So that's why it's really important to use stories. Influencers, so influencers are people who have more than 10,000 followers. They have 30% more engagement than us. So we have to be really good to be followed by people. And Instagram is more about interaction than Facebook. Even if you don't think so, it's really more about engagement and interacting with people. More than Pinterest and 84% more than Twitter. But Twitter, I don't know if you use it, but I don't use it. So only 10% of your posts are seen. And in order to be seen by the other 90%, you have to interact as much as you can. So that's the main thing right now on Instagram, is interacting with people. Otherwise, you're not going to be seen, or not a lot. So about follow and follow stuff, it changed a lot in 2018 because of the new algorithm. So we don't really know the new rule because it's kind of random regarding if you have an old account, a new account, if you are like really active on it or not. But what is working without you going to Instagram jail is like 300, 350 a day, follow and follow. And then when you start doing it, because if you now you are not doing it and suddenly you start doing it like crazy, you're gonna go in Instagram jail because they're gonna notice that there's a change and it's not normal. So you can start by 300, 350 and then increase every week by 50, 70, and the maximum at the end is 800 a day. Okay, so the best is not to do everything at the same time, but like do a little bit by hour. So let's say, I don't know, 70 in the morning and then 70 again. It's better to do by hour. Instead of, you have an app. So be careful about the how do you say, third party app? Yeah, because usually what happens is that Instagram doesn't like people to use another app to post or do something on Instagram. You can go in Instagram jail or even get your account shut down. The only 2 apps that are working really good because they have a cloud is Cleaner and Captivate if you have iPhone. So Cleaner is more for Android and Captivate is more for iPhone. But you have to pay for the option to get the cloud, because the difference is compared to another app, like a regular app is going to unfollow all at once, okay? But with this app, if you get the cloud, it's going to add all the people that you unfollow, but it's going to unfollow all during the day, you know, not all at once, like 10 there and 10 there. And then about the likes, so the same, it's difficult to know the new rules, but apparently if you multiply by 1.5 you following a day, that should be good. So let's say you have 400 following, you can like up to 600 likes. Because if you do just like, that's not gonna work, because they know that you don't take time to read the post and stuff. So don't be like liking like crazy. Otherwise, just do like by wave. I mean, 30 there and 30 there, and then you stop, you do something else. So what I'm doing usually, I go on Facebook, and then I go a little bit on Instagram, and then I go back on Facebook, so that I'm not doing everything at once. And then apparently we cannot do more than 250 comments a day. But this is also linked to the number of people you have. So, but interact is still the main thing. So let's talk about the base. Who is actually working on Instagram already? Everybody? Okay. So something that I didn't know at all is that before I was just posting like on Facebook, exactly the same pictures, because I didn't know that it's totally different. And I was seeing all these beautiful Instagram page, and I was like, oh my gosh, how are they doing this? And so when I was watching all these videos, they were explaining that the most important thing is the picture, like the quality over quantity. So it's better to do less, but like choose a really pretty picture. And you have to learn also the difference between following and followers, and that's one of the main difference compared to Facebook. Facebook, like I said before, when you are a friend, you are both friends, you can see each other's stuff. But when you follow somebody, you can see what he's doing. But when you have followers, they can see what you're doing, but you don't see what they are doing. So you have to follow back, and most of people, I mean, a lot of people don't follow you back. So there's no point to follow somebody who is not following you, because he's never going to see your stuff. So you have like a couple seconds to convince the other person to follow you back. And that's why the beauty of your Instagram is going to make a huge importance. And you have to be really patient, because Instagram takes time, more time than Facebook. So you just have to learn to be patient. And my advice is to be public, because I know a lot of leaders that are blocking other distributors that are not in their team. But it's better to be public, because I don't know if you check already somebody who is following you, and then you want to check their profile. If they are private, you don't see nothing. You just see the name. So how do you want to choose if you want to follow someone or not, if they don't even see like a little bit of their profile? And especially then on Instagram, it's a game of follow and follow. I mean, if you don't show nothing, nobody's going to follow you. It's going to be too hard. So don't be like, I'm afraid everybody's going to steal my friends and stuff. Just block people. If you don't know them, just block them. I mean, so that you're okay with what you're doing. So one of the first really important thing is the theme that you're going to choose for your Instagram. So you have to define a theme. So let's say for me, for example, it's a keto lifestyle. I'm a fit mom in progress, because I'm not like a huge workout person. I'm a mom of 2. I'm a French expat. So people know when they're going on my timeline, I'm going to share my life as a French expat. I'm going to share my life as a mom, and it's also written on my timeline, beauty addict, because I love everything that is linked to beauty. So makeup, products, so they know what I'm going to talk about. You can follow the trend. So remember, like we said on Facebook, don't be an advertisement. Don't have a spammy account. Just choose something that you like and you love and you want to share about it, and you implement Facebook. It works into it. So that's the same. And what works, what is the trend right now is fashion, is food, is friendship, is fun, the kids, if you are mom of a dog or whatever, but that kind of stuff, the cute stuff, people want to see it. Or like if you live near the beach, or if you live like in a huge city with beautiful buildings and stuff, just share about it, because people are looking for something pretty. So you have to define like 1 to 5 subjects on your theme and not more. And you have to keep posting about that, and not posting about it works. But like it's even worse than on Facebook. Don't post about it works at all. I mean, otherwise it has to be like natural. I mean, if you have a cup of coffee, you don't have to put like the creamer and the keto coffee and everything around. Just take a pretty picture, and in the caption you can say something about, I'm so in love with my fat burning coffee or something like that. In the story, that's totally different. In the story, you can go all over the place. You can put whatever you want about the business, because this is different. It's not on your feed, and it's like a couple seconds, you know. Define your style and color. So if your style is like all bright and sharp on picture, or it's black and white, or it's like pastel colors, but just choose a style. So I'm going to give you a couple examples that I found on Instagram, so that you can have an idea. You see, so some people are like doing what we call layout, so laying out a different bunch of stuff and taking pictures. Some are all about, she's about pinkish stuff, black and white, or the beach, or moody, whatever. You can choose your thing, and then you just do it with the subjects you choose. Okay, it has to be pretty so that people can follow you and want to follow you. Because remember, when you go on Instagram, people see, most of the time they just check the 9 first pictures, and if they don't like it, they go to a next to the another profile. So you have like 2 seconds to be like, oh, that's cool, I want to follow her, you know. And then about your bio, so what people are going to see first on your profile is what's going to be under your name. So most of the people, when you check their Instagram, under you know, we have a name, like, I don't know, like for you it's the Nikki Fontaine, for me it's Vanessa Karcher, and then you can add another name if you go in the edit your profile, you know. And if you go there, my advice is to put your real name, because remember, you have to brand yourself. Don't be like the funny mommy or whatever, because how do you want people to look for you on Instagram if they don't find you with your name? And always make sure, because I know we don't want to give up on It Works, but imagine one day something happened. If you brand yourself, people are going to follow you for you. So, but if you don't have your real name, people are not going to follow you. So just as you can see on mine, it's Vanessa Karcher. And then you can, it has to be like, the picture has to be one of you, of course, because people want to know who they are going to follow. And most of the time on the feed, it's not always pictures of you. It's not like on Facebook. So choose a picture of you that represents you. And then just add a couple of words in the bio about who you are. So for me, for example, it's written French expat, mom of 2, married to my soulmate, fit girl in progress, keto lifestyle and beauty addict, beach lover, and Orlando, Florida. So the good thing is to put the place where you live, something that represents you, and so that people, when they read your bio, they know what they're going to find on your feed. Okay? So just try to find something that sums up who you are, and so that people can be like, okay, she's a mom, she loves dog, and she's all about fitness and healthy food. That's interesting, I'm going to follow her. So that's an idea. And then, so that's a trick that I found and I love it. I will show you this on my phone. There's this link, you can, I'm going to type it in the chat. So it's https link. So this website allow you to create link to whatever you want. So let's say you want to do 90 days hair challenge, people click on it and they go directly to your website on the page of the Her Skin Nails. Isn't that amazing? You can even put a link on your app to download the What the Fit app. You can put a link on your YouTube channel, whatever you have, you can create a link and put it directly under your timeline. So when people see it, I mean, it's not written It Works or nothing, but when they click on, as you can see on my bio, it's written here, Linktree/Vanessa Karcher. So when people click on it, you're gonna see a little green thingy like this, and people can click on it and goes directly where I want them to see it. So that's amazing. But it's not like, you know, showing It Works right away. It's only if they click on the link. And then don't talk about Eatworks in your bio, please. Don't say I'm a Eatworks distributor or I sell cosmetics for a living or whatever, because this is a no-no. People are not gonna follow you because they are tired of spammy accounts and people who are gonna spam everyone in the inbox. So don't do that. It's not gonna help you. You want people to follow you for who you are first. And you can also animate a little bit your bio with some pretty text. So I have an app. I'm going to show it to you. It's called Cool Fancy Text, and that looks like this. It's the little F in the middle. I'm going to write the Cool Fancy Text. And that allows you to do the little pretty wording that you can see on my account. I will show it to you in a couple minutes, but that's amazing. I love it because you just add a couple emoji and pretty text, fancy text, and it's so cool. It makes you different. And yes, so let me share with you. I'm just gonna stop to share this before I jump to the rest. I'm just gonna show you my Instagram so that you can see what it looks like. Hold on, I'm going back on my phone. Here we go. And share my screen. Do you see my screen? Yeah? Okay. So I'm going to show you my Instagram. So if we go on my profile, so as you can see here, you have my bio. So it's a little bit funny like this, a picture of me. And then you have this link. So if I click on the link, all the little green stuff are gonna show up, and then I can click on it. Like, let's say, drink coffee and burn fat.
Babe, that's amazing.
It's so cool. So then I just have to say, okay, English, United States, here we go, Keto Coffee, hello.
Oh my God, that is so good.
It's so cool. And let's say my YouTube channel, here we go. Hello.
That's so good.
It's so cool. I love it. Make money from home. Look.
Free workout plan and healthy recipes. I'm dying right now. This is like the best thing ever.
I know. Look.
You have the best tips ever.
It's so cool. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. But yeah, I'm kind of excited sometimes. So I'm trying to stay calm because I know
I love it. This is so good. I can't wait to set that up.
Yeah, it's amazing. So you see, if you check out my profile, you don't know that I'm a Eatworks distributor. Until you go in my story, you cannot know that, oh, probably my shirt, but it's like you have to look at it. You know, it's pretty pictures, like of food. Of course, there's keto. Look, there's a keto coffee here and there's a cup from Eatworks. But I mean, they have to read. The only picture I put products on is that one because I'm doing a giveaway. I'm going to talk about that later. But otherwise, you don't see a lot of, you know, it's like just little thing, but it's not like all over the place, you know. And yeah, it's pretty like this. It's pretty pictures. So I talk more about the lifestyle and how I can live a good life thanks to Eatworks and my American dream with my family. And yeah, so that's so cool. Do you see what I mean? So now I'm going to show you again the rest. So that's the other important part. Is what we call the grid or the feed layout. So that means how you're gonna put your pictures together, because that's all that was like, how is this possible? It looks so, I mean, it's really serious, Instagram. It's not like just posting like on Facebook. At the beginning I was like, that's too complicated, but no, finally I think it's really a good idea. So it has to be coherent and logical. That means if you choose like to talk about football and kids and dogs, I mean, don't start putting a picture of, I don't know, something that has no link with what you're talking about. Always in related to your theme. It has to look pretty, and don't forget it has to be personal and your brand. So please don't look for a picture on Google or I don't know, Pinterest or other people's timeline, because it's like on Facebook. If you copy paste picture, Instagram notice it and you're gonna have less view. And I can tell you on Instagram it's even worse than Facebook, so don't do that because you're gonna hurt yourself. And so let me show you what I'm talking about when I talk about grid and layout. So I forgot to translate that part. So for example, this person is doing only flowers, same color, person, and same thing. Here it's more like, you know, there's the little black lines. Here it's like products on the side and a quote in the middle. And here she's like her a quote, and stuff. You see what I mean? It's like logical. So yeah, you just have to find your way, what match with you and like with your theme, what you can do, not too complicated, but just find something that you like and do it. You know, like here it's green, gray, blue. You see, but it's pretty to look at, and you have to think something like that when you do it for yourself. And
I have a question. So like I have like no theme. I just like put things up the way I want to. As far as like pictures and stuff like that. I mean, I follow the things I like obviously, but they're not so like structured. So is it best to just delete like everything in my account that doesn't match from like the beginning?
At the beginning, I wanted to like start right after and just start a new feed, but finally I was like, I don't know how many pictures you have on Instagram.
A lot.
I had like 1,500 and I deleted everything. It took me like a half day to do it, but I did it because I wanted people not like, you know, start to see something pretty and then scroll back and be like, what is this, you know, and find some it works pictures and stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to delete everything. And so I didn't delete my account because I had already 1,500 followers. It took me a long time to get this. So I was like, no, but just the picture. So you do whatever you want. You can just start back where you are and just like delete the pictures you think it works. Or
yeah, and you can archive them too, right? Can't you archive your pictures?
Yeah,
so that takes them off, but you still have them.
I don't know how it works and where you can still see it, but I know you can archive it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think you can archive it and then get back to it, which would be nice because I like there's, you know, I'm like, I don't want to delete those pictures.
You know what I did? I screenshot everything in my phone.
Oh my God.
All the pictures that I like, I was like, no, I cannot delete this. And and that was pretty cool because I had a whole bunch of pictures. I was like, okay, I can repost it. Nobody
has seen it. Yeah, that's so good. That's so good. Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So if you don't have a theme, because I didn't have a theme, you just have to find one. So for you, for example, you don't live so far from the beach and you have dogs and there's a lot of stuff. You love makeup, that kind of stuff you can share about this, you know. Just find some stuff that you like and you know you're going to be able to post about it. If you love food or wine, just share about it. People like it too. So yeah. So I will show you mine again after. Oh, hashtag. So that's a real thing because I don't know if you've noticed already, people are like putting a whole bunch of hashtag, like it's almost a paragraph. So I mean, not everybody knows this, but you cannot do this anymore. So Instagram allows you to put 30 hashtags. Otherwise, you cannot put more. It's deleted automatically, but you cannot do this anymore because otherwise you're not going to be seen. So it's like maximum, that's what I read and what I watched on videos, maximum 5. Because if you put more, you are hurting yourself. So even if you see this on some other account, I promise you, I've watched so many videos that have been talking about this, 5. And so when you choose your hashtag, I know everybody is like trying to check for hashtag with I don't know how many million people following this hashtag, thinking that, okay, so many people are going to see my post. But no, it's not working that way because I'm going to show you something on my phone. You're going to understand in a minute what I'm talking about. Hold on. Share my screen. Okay. So So just to show you really quick my layout. So my layout, if you look at it, so it's like three, but I don't know you say in English, but that way, you know, like this one is black, black, black. This one is, this one is like Little Havana and food and then flowers, you know, it's logical. So that's the way I'm doing it because I like it that way. And like the white quote or pictures, I try to keep it that way all the time. And now let me show you for the hashtag. If you go, I don't know if you know that you can do that, but on the little search tool, and you go on the top and you, let's say, I want to say beach lover. And then I click on hashtag. So that's the hashtag beach lover. There's 1 million posts with the hashtag beach lover. You can see it just on top of follow. So the problem is that in order to be on the top feed in like the, you know, I don't know if you see it, there's top and recent on the top of the screen. Top is like the most beautiful picture. Everybody had like on it. So let's check one. 140 like, oh, that's an advertisement, so it doesn't count, but like 1,272 likes. For you, in order to be here, oh my gosh, we have a lot of work. So it's better not to use hashtag with a lot of million posts because you're never going to be seen on this page until you have like a lot of influence on Instagram. So the best way is when you choose your 5 hashtag, just try to find one with a lot of, how do you say that? Like with a huge niche. So like over 1 million, then choose one under 1 million and 2 or 3 under 500,000, because you have more chance to be seen by people who are like following a hashtag and you are only 15,000 people on it. So that's one of my tips. And there's another thing that you have to be careful. Some hashtags have been shadow banned. So that means because people have been using it, but aggressively, it's like a spam for Instagram. So they don't let people use this hashtag anymore. And if you use it, you're gonna be shadow banned too. So that means Instagram jail. So the way to check it is just to scroll a little bit. And if it doesn't stop with like a sentence that say, no, this hashtag is not allowed anymore, you're good. So that one is good. So be careful. So what I'm doing, it takes a little bit of work, but I'm preparing different series of hashtag. So let's say, because I know I post a lot about the beach, the palm trees, I post about my kids, I post about food, I post, you know, it's about my theme. So I just like prepare 5 hashtag series, like 10, 15 series of different hashtag, and I check if they are famous or not, and I just mix it like one of 1 million people, one of 500,000 people, and I prepare this and save it. You can save it into your notes, or if you use an app to prepare your post, you can save it into your app, and I'm going to show you this too. And that's for you a better way to be followed and not to be in a Instagram jail, because we don't want to be in Instagram jail. That sucks, especially if you've been working really, really hard. So what if you have so many pictures already? So don't delete, just go back and delete the one you think it's not pretty, or you think it's not, like, it's too spammy, but otherwise just continue the feed and don't stress about it. I mean, some people have been posting a lot more than me, so you're not gonna lose a week to delete all your pictures. That's ridiculous. So let me show you this again. Another thing, so I told that already. Oh yeah, and like change your 5 hashtag all the time. I mean, if you post 3 times a day, don't use the same hashtag on the 3 posts. Just roll like in between your posts when you use your hashtag. So that's why it's good to prepare some before, so that you don't have to think about it for like 30 minutes before you post. You can also follow hashtag, because you see when I show you the beach lover hashtag, you can follow a hashtag now. So that's a good thing for you if you have a hashtag that works really, really good for you. And I'm going to show you too how to check which hashtag is working for you in your apps, because there's some stats that you can check. And you can follow also hashtag that gets you inspiration. So let's say you have some people that are using the same theme as you and you like what they're doing, you can follow this kind of hashtag so that you can get inspired. And don't put your, oh, thank you, that's so nice. You can, so don't add the hashtag in the comments, please put it in your caption, okay? Because that doesn't work anymore. And again, you're gonna be seen less if you're doing it in the comments. So put it in your caption. I know it's not always pretty, but I'm gonna show you a little trick so that it goes a little bit down and you don't have to be like all the hashtags stuck to your caption. And yeah, so I think I've said everything about the hashtag.
Does anyone have any questions so far that they want to ask outside even the chat? You can unmute yourself if you do, or no? Everybody's good? Ooh, what was it?
I said not yet.
No, not yet. You're doing it. You really are doing amazing. My mind is
Oh,
blown.
thank you. I appreciate it.
So
oh my
good.
gosh, I was so nervous, but you guys are so amazing. I'm not nervous anymore. So that's good.
Killing it. All right.
So sometimes there's some French I forgot to translate, but that's okay. How many people should we follow a day? So like I said, don't go too crazy, but if you use an app, it's going to be easier, because you can, if you use an app with a cloud, you can go like, I think there's in my app cleaner, it says to me too many action for now, so I have to stop and do it again later. So that's why for Android I'm using cleaner, and I just stop when they tell me to stop, and everything that I did goes into the cloud, and they are doing it for me during the day. It's not that expensive. I think I paid like $4 or $5 something just to get this option. And to follow, I do it differently. I'm gonna follow people that I have interested in, like let's say mom or store that I next to me. So let's say like restaurants, Starbucks, parks near me, and I'm just gonna follow the people who like, I don't know, let's say the Starbucks next to me post a picture about their new coffee and there's like 2,000 likes. I'm just gonna add people randomly and then check their profile. But I mean, you have to, yeah, just find something that match with your niche and then just add a lot, and then follow a lot, and then unfollow all the people who are not following you. Like wait a couple days, of course, because not everybody is like us on their phone every day, but I mean, just wait a couple days and then you start unfollowing with your app, because the app is going to tell you who is a ghost follower, who is not interacting with you. So that's going to make it more easy for you. And interacting is like, I'm going to talk about this later, how you can boost your engagement, but this is like the most important thing ever. Even before posting, even before following and following, if you don't interact, there's no point to do the rest. So first thing about posting, prepare your post in an application to maintain your feed, because you all know that Instagram is moving, like the pictures, and you feel like it's super pretty, and once you add this picture and everything moves, you're like, oh, it's not pretty anymore. So I'm going to show you an app that I love, that I'm using all the time, and it's so perfect because I can prepare so many posts in advance that I don't even have to think about what I'm going to post on social media, what I'm going to post on Instagram. And prepare your caption in advance. So that's the same in this app. You can prepare your caption. Post at good hours for your audience. Thanks to different apps. I will show you the one that I'm using. This app is calculating when my audience, so the people who are following me, are connected to Instagram. And that's the perfect time when I'm supposed to post. Sometimes it's really weird time, because most of my people are in France, so we are not on the same time zone. But I promise I'm not gonna get up at 3 in the morning just to post on Instagram. I will do it later, but for the rest of the day, I'm following the time. You have to be consistent, because if you just post like once a month, people are gonna stop following you, and they're gonna forget about you, and you're not gonna be seen on the thread. And oh yeah, and that's something that I learned. I was like, okay, that makes sense. If you are posting something, you have to make sure that you are available like the hour after. Why? Because Instagram is how do you say that, showing the posts that have more likes or interaction in the next 60 minutes after you post. So the thing is, when you post, just make sure that you can comment and like right away when people are interacting on the you post. Okay, so you have more chance to be seen by all your friends. And so regarding how you set your layout, you can post like by 3 pictures. So for me, for example, if I don't post 3 pictures a day, my feed is not really pretty anymore, because it doesn't look the same. But that's me. So just do whatever you want. Don't make it too complicated, at least to start, so that you can use it correctly. And also be careful about the size of the pictures, because it's not Facebook. And as you notice, it's like once it's in the feed, it squares. So if you have like a huge portrait picture, like half of your head's going to be cut in the feed, so it's not going to be pretty. So just make sure that if it's a rectangle, it's not too big. And because it doesn't have to be especially square, but it can be a little bit bigger, but not too big, otherwise half of the picture is not going to be seen. And always positive and inspiring stuff, like on Facebook, the same. Don't be negative. Don't say something that you know is not going to be good for your business. And so that's the best part, and the most important part is boosting your engagement, because this is like what's going to make the difference if you're going to be seen or not. So first, follow everything what I'm going to say below, because that's so important. So like and answer to every comment. So there's a little heart next to the comment when people are commenting under your stuff. So you can like the comment and then comment to each person individually. And if somebody is liking your post, go back to their profile, follow them if you like what they are doing, and comment and like back, because that's going to increase your viewers. And if you comment, so this is a new thing, if you don't write a comment with more than 4 words, it doesn't count for interaction. Isn't that crazy? Because everybody, I don't know if you noticed this already, everybody's like, beautiful pics, great shot, and I like it, oh, beautiful. And now it doesn't work anymore, because Instagram is like recognizing this. So you have to make a sentence like, oh, this picture is so beautiful, I love the pinkish sky, or whatever you want, but more than 4 words.
I'm glad that they stopped, like they flagged that, because I hate that. I hate, because it's like, like the bots, like the automatic bots or whatever, yeah. And you're like, oh, someone commented, and it's like, cool picture, and it's like a picture that's the worst picture ever, and you're like, wait, yeah. What?
And that's why they are doing this, because of third-party apps. So they don't want people to use it anymore. So that's why they are doing this. So it's the same as Facebook. Be friendly, be authentic, create relationship, be social. And the more you interact, like comment with people, the more you're going to be seen. Follow profile that you really like, because if you don't follow people that you don't like, you're not going to interact with them. And try to find people that are in your niche too, like, I don't know, influencer in makeup, or something that you can take inspiration from. And also you can add the people who are liking their stuff too. So because you have like the same kind of interest, delete ghost followers, and you can do some calling actions. So when you are writing a caption, you can finish your post by a question, or you can say, go check my story, you're gonna see like the backstage of my day today was kind of crazy, or whatever. But you can do calling action. I like to do calling actions in my stories more than on my posts. And another little tip that works really good, let's say I just posted something about the beach and I use the palm tree addiction hashtag. I'm going to click on this hashtag and I'm going to like the first 9 posts of the hashtag and comment some of them. Why? Because people who are using the same hashtag as me are going to see my like and comments. And I get more chance that these people are going to be like, okay, we like the same thing. I'm going to check her profile, you know? So that's a little trick. And because you use the same hashtag, you have probably more chance to be seen. If it's like a niche with 100,000 people, you can be seen in the preview feed of this hashtag. You can also get featured collaboration. So like a couple of days, one of my friends asked an influencer she knows if she could share in her story my giveaway. And she did it with the hashtag of my name so that people go on my profile and just like play the game. And so that's something you can do, but most of the time influencer, they want something in exchange. So you can be like, okay, I'm going to send you a package of wrap and can you try it live on your story and just talk about me so that you follower are going to check my profile. So that's a way to gain more followers, but just make sure that you find somebody who has something in common with you. And yeah, it's not always easy because they are asked all the time, but you can find some nice people out there. So, and then like I said just before, follow places that are local to you, like restaurants, stores, and just check on a regular base like the likes and comments and add random people. That's how you're gonna follow people that are near you and have the same kind of places they like to go, and that's gonna be more easy to interact with them. And that's a trick from Nikki because she taught me something. So let me share my screen with you. I'm just gonna get out of here and show you my phone. Okay, so screen, here we go. So to organize your follow-up, you can create, I think the name is collection. So let's say this girl, Vanessa Karcha, it's me, but let's say this girl, I want to follow her because I already talked to her. And you know, it's not like Facebook, you cannot create lists, like friends list, you cannot do that. But if you see this little, I don't know, you call this on the right, on the bottom of the picture, if I click here, something's gonna open like save to, and you can create collections. So I create a PLC, relationship, PDT, Orlando, interaction, Osteopost, loyal customer, and DTs. I just started this, so that's brand new. And I'm just gonna add people here. So if tomorrow I wanna interact with all my potential loyal customer, I'm just gonna open this. And hold on, I don't know if it's gonna work. Oh no, because I add my daughter in that one. Okay. Do you remember how we check it, Nikki? I don't remember. So this is how to add it. You click on the plus and you can add it in a collection. You can create a new collection. And then let me see how I can check I don't remember.
Yeah, you should be able to just click on it.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
So you have collection and you can see the people you put in it. So then you just have to click on the picture and go back on their profile and like and comment.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way. It's kind of a trick because it's actually saving the picture, but that's a way to go back to the profile of this person and then like and interact with her.
I love that. I think it helps so much, like, to remember like who you're talking to, because until you like see someone for a while on Instagram, you don't feel like you know them.
Yeah.
You know, like, I mean, I could have a conversation with someone on Instagram in a day, you know, and like go back and forth a few times, but then I would forget them unless I like either write it down or have them in that folder, because then I can go in there and say, oh, I already talked to that person before. and then I know them more. I know who they are, I know what they're about, and they know me. So it's really good for building relationships.
And especially now that the engagement is so important with Instagram, it's a quick way to find the people you want to keep interact with, because you want them to still see you. And on Instagram, it's more difficult than on Facebook, because you have to check for these people, and that makes it a little bit easier. So let me show you the two other app I was talking about. So this app, When to Post, but I guess for iPhone it's another name, but it's the same picture. You click here, and this app, once I connected it to Instagram, it's gonna say today at what time I'm supposed to post. So 3:15 a.m. I'm never gonna do this at 3:15 a.m. 9 p.m., 9:15 p.m. And I can check, like if I go down, I can check tomorrow. I can check on Sunday. I can check. That's amazing. So what I'm doing every night before I go to bed, I prepare my 3 pictures for tomorrow, and I set an alarm in my phone like 15 minutes before, so that I don't forget that I have to post at that time. And that's the way I'm doing it, and I like it because it's not too complicated for me. Can you go back and show what that app? Yeah, it looks like this. The little.
The iPhone one I have is called What to Post.
Yeah,
When to Post.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if it's the same name, but it's almost the same thing for iPhone. Did you find it?
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh, it's the same? Okay,
yeah.
Great. And then, so you have 2 apps that you can use to prepare your post. So I don't want to pay for apps for nothing, so I just use 2, because one is free for the stats and one is free for the feed. So that's just the way that I use it. So Preview works like this. So as you can see, my feed is ready. I can see my feed, how it looks like. So let's say I want to add a picture. So whatever, I'm just going to take a random picture. Here we go. And then I'm going to take another one so that you can see. Let's take this one. It's not pretty, but if I don't like the way it is, I can click on both and just change. Okay, I don't like it that way. I can change. You know, you can change it, and if you click on it and you click on the little bubble on the bottom, you can prepare your caption. You can even prepare your hashtags, and you can save here on the little plus. You can save your series of hashtag. So each time I'm using a new series of hashtag, I save it here, so that I don't have to think about it. Let's say it's me time and wine. Okay, I'm just gonna click on it, and the hashtag are gonna go itself. I don't have to prepare it. And you can schedule your post here, and you can choose a time. I don't know. So let's say tomorrow I want to post at 10. Here we go. Okay, so at that time I'm gonna get a little notification, but this app is not posting on Instagram, because posting on Instagram through another app is gonna be a shadow ban for you, or so you have to do it. But it's just like a reminder. So if everything is ready, then you just have to go back here and click. Do you see the square on the bottom on the right? You click here, and it's telling me, okay, caption copied, where do you want to go? I'm going to say Instagram. And then if I go to the arrow, next, and I just have to touch the place where I want to paste my text, and here we go, and share. And that's all I have to do, just copy paste, but I'm not going to share this, of course. And yeah, so you can just use this. It's amazing. I love this app. So the other thing that I'm doing, but with the other app, is here, if you want to see like the insight, the detail of your insight you have to pay, and I don't want to pay. So I'm just using Unum for this. So it's the same, it's downloading all my feed, but I can click on the little thing on the bottom right, and I can check the likes And if I click on the detail, I can see which picture had the most like and comments. I can even check the hashtags. So that's how I know which hashtags are working really good for me. Here, look, lifestyle is the one that people love the most. Fit lifestyle, giveaway is the second one. Summer body is the third one. So that's how I know, okay, I can reuse this hashtag because it's working really good. So that's what I'm doing on my phone, and I love these apps. And then just Cleaner, and I don't use Followmeter anymore, but Cleaner for the follow and follow. And yeah, here we go. So let me see. I think I have a couple more stuff too. Oh yeah, stories. Can you go back and show? Oh no, I already answered that. And so the things you cannot do, like not at all. Don't mass follow and follow if you do it from your phone directly and you don't use an app, because you're gonna be in Instagram jail for sure. Don't buy followers and likes, and you know how to recognize an account that you think, oh my gosh, it's so amazing, there's 30,000 people watching it. But if you go under the picture and there's like 400 likes but 2 comments, that doesn't make sense. That's because people are buying the likes. And what is the point to buy likes if people are not actually interacting with you? I don't want people who are just liking my post if I don't interact with them. So if it's just showing that I have a lot of followers and it's not true, it doesn't even make sense. So don't spend your money for this, because that's pointing. Don't use the hashtag follow for follow and like like my post or that kind of stuff, because that doesn't work and Instagram doesn't like it. No spammy profile advertisement. I already said that. Oh yeah, something important too. If you made a mistake in your post or you forgot about hashtags or something, don't re-edit your post, because if you re-edit your post in the first 24 hours, your post is not going to be seen anymore. So if you made a mistake, wait more than 24 hours to make a change. Okay?
Whoa. Oh my God. I have to be more careful.
Yeah, because at the beginning I was doing this all the time.
I do it all the time. I did not know that. I do that all the time. Well, I literally always spell something wrong or forget to put like question mark or something. That is so interesting. Cool. Okay.
Wait, can you say that one more time? So if you edit a post within the first 24 hours of posting it, it won't really be shown?
No. So if you post and you see that you made a mistake in the caption and you want to go back and edit the caption, don't do it in the first 24 hours. Otherwise, it's not going to be seen.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
Yeah, you have to wait. Like, never mind if there's a mistake. You wait 24 hours before you change it. And so there's a new thing about direct message group. So it's like a group on Instagram, and people are like sharing their post, and then everybody is liking the post of each other. And what I read is that apparently Instagram is noticing it, because you are sharing like the post inside, and they notice that it's not normal, so many posts shared in the same conversation, and people can lose their accounts doing this. So don't do that. Don't follow every followers that are following you, because not everybody is good to follow. Don't use a third-party app to post. Preview is a good app because it's just sending you an emoticon, but like notification, but not posting for you. And don't select the option to post from Instagram to Facebook, because that lowers your view too. So don't do it. And don't repost the same post, because you have the option to repost the same post, but don't do that. It's not working. I don't even know why the option exists. And then let's talk about giveaway. So giveaway, that's something that works really good to bring a lot of followers. And I just had a new potential distributor thanks to this. So giveaway is basically choosing something that you're gonna offer on your feed in exchange of, like, let's say, okay, you have to like my post, follow me, and tag 2 people under my post in order to get an entry for the draw. That's an example. You can find a lot of different examples on Google if you check. And then if you ask people to repost your post, create a hashtag for your giveaway. Let's say giveaway Nikki 34, I don't know, because otherwise you're never going to be able to find all the people who repost your thing. But personally, I tried for the first time the giveaway last week. I didn't use the repost. I just asked people to like, follow my profile, and tag 2 friends. 1 friend by comment and 1 friend by comment give an entry. Each comment is an entry. So that's how I did it, and I'm gonna do the draw at the beginning of next month. And then you can use an app called Random Name Picker, and that's an app that's gonna like select all the comments and pick a name for you. So like it's totally random. And it's also good like to make an announcement for the winner on your profile and also on the story, and thank the participant. That's really important. And if you think that it's working for you, you can do it on a regular basis, like once a month or every beginning of the month. You do a little thing. So it doesn't have to be a huge thing. It can be like just a wrap or something, whatever you want. But that's going to boost your followers. So do you have questions so far? And then the last part I have to talk to you about is the stories. And that's my favorite part. Can you show an example of what? Oh, my giveaway? Yeah, I can show you mine, what I did, of course. Let me show you. Okay, so let's go back. So that's the only picture I have about products. So that's, can you see it? Oh, it's slow. Hold on. Do you see it? No. Oh, now. Okay, so that's what I did. A pretty picture of my products with the 500 free fit products, and it says giveaway. And then when you scroll down, I have like the explanation of what it is and how people can play. Like the picture, follow me, tag a friend, 1 tag by comment. Each comment with a tag is an extra entry to win. Which country it's available? No, it works rep, because I don't want it works people to win it. And the end of the giveaway. And so what I'm doing to promote my giveaway, I will show you in my story. That's what I'm doing in my story. Hold on, it's slow. Here we go. That's what I'm putting in my story so that people are gonna see it, what it is, what is she talking about. And yeah. Okay, so that's an example, but you can find a lot of examples on Google, because honestly, I didn't even know how to do it. I had to check on Google. Okay, so the last part is about stories, and I love stories. I guess Nikki knows it. For these pics, I will show you at the end of the slide all the apps I'm using for like the pictures, and you can just screenshot it. So okay, so about the stories, I'm gonna share my phone. It's gonna be, oh, okay, I have to get out of here. Crap. Here we go. So let's see. Screen. So here we go. I'm just going to show you my story. So the story, for those who don't know, it's the little camera you have on the top left. And honestly, that's the best for you, because this is a way to touch a lot of people, because a lot of people are watching the stories more than the profile, and this is the best way for you to be seen. So I'm just gonna explain you the little thing. So when you go down, you can scroll, and there's different options. So you can just type and change the color if you just want to do like a text. Then you can go live, like on Facebook. This is just the normal camera, and you can add some filters, exactly like on Snapchat. And
except they're not as cute as Snapchat.
Not as cute, and you cannot change your face as much as on Snapchat.
I know. I'm like, why can't I look more beautiful on this one?
It's so funny. So, and then you have Boomerang. So you don't even need the app anymore because you can do it from here directly. You have Super Zoom. Okay. Can I have like a fun moment? I love this. Okay, I'm going to show you. It's so funny. Okay, so that's one. You can change the theme. Did you know that? Oh,
I didn't know that. That's so cool.
And this one is my favorite. So that's so funny. I love this. Sometimes I'm doing this to my husband when he's not watching. So that's a really, really cool thing. And then what else do we have? Oh, why I don't have the okay. Focus. So focus is more just focusing on the face, and like everything around is just blurry, you know?
Like portrait mode.
Yeah,
nice.
that kind of stuff. And then rewind is like if you record yourself, it's reverse. And hand freeze is if you need to record but you need your hands, you can just click on that button. Because last time I was trying to do my kilo coffee and mix and pour the water and hold my phone, and I just poured the water like everywhere instead of the cup. So I was like, okay, I didn't even know I could do that. So here we go. And then, so just a couple of things that I love to do. The more you can be creative with the stories, the better it is. So let's say, I'm just going to take a random picture. Why I cannot? Hold on. I'm just going to take a random picture like normal.
It was called Focus, Katie.
Yeah. Sorry, I have a hard time saying that word in English. It's so hard. So once you take a picture, you have the little square on the top, like a smiley one. When you click on it, you can add a location, you can add a poll, you can add a do you say GIF or GIF? I never know. Hashtag.
No one ever knows. Even like in English, no one knows either.
Thank you. I feel less alone. So yeah, you have a whole bunch of funny stuff. So you can be like, okay, okay, I want to add this one because I'm happy I lost weight. Okay, here we go. And if you want to use a poll, so let's say, did you like it? And you can change this. Here we go. And then you can just like put it on the side somewhere and people can vote, you know? And something pretty cool that I didn't even know since a long time, if you click, for example, on the time, and once it's here, if you, how do you say, tape on it, it changes. You see? If you choose like Friday and you don't like the color because it doesn't match with your thing, you can tape it, it change. And do you want to see something really cool? If you want a color, you just use the pen over there, and let's say I'm going to take pink, and I can color the Friday like this. The more it's creative, the more people are going to watch your stories because they're going to look forward to see more. So that's so cool. I love it. I'm such a child when it's about like doing this kind of stuff. And then you can just change your pen and change the color down, and you can just like, you know, do random stuff. And do you like?
I still have to get that pen thing that you have.
Yeah, I have to show it to you. It's on my slide. And this one is like, you know, yeah, you can just change your pen and your colors. And I don't know if you know that, but you can scroll the colors so that you can just change more choice.
Yeah.
And then if you take the, okay, let me just, oh, okay. If you click on the letter, and let's say I want to say party time. So you can change the text on top, classic, modern, and you can change it. But also the little square with the A inside, you can change like behind the text. So for example, I want it pink, I want it plain, or I want it transparent. It's up to you. You can change so many things. So I love just to play with the colors and stuff because it makes it more alive. And let me show you something cool too. This color, okay. I have to find. Okay, so let's say I probably have a cup of coffee somewhere. Hold on. Here we go. Let's say that's gonna be a good one. If you want to overlay like the text to make it more pretty and like to have something different. So let's say I'm gonna say it's coffee time, and it's I'm choosing brown, and now I'm typing the same exact text. Coffee time, done. Here we go.
Dude.
And now, and that's my favorite part, and I love it. Look, you just take the pen, and I want something like pretty cool. Okay, here we go. And now I change the size. Here we go. And I'm just gonna do like, I just touch the screen and I change the size here on the.
Such a good idea. I love that.
It's super pretty, and you have something different than other people, and I just feel like I just want to watch my stories.
Yeah.
Pretty. So yeah, just do some little things like that. It takes like 2 seconds, but it makes the difference from other people who are doing the stories like you. So I just love it that way.
Yeah, that's so good. I love that.
Yeah, and something that works really good too on Instagram. So you have to do these settings. So you go on your profile, and when you go on the settings here, you have something. So story settings, I just put on the save to archive, and I'm going to show you why it's so important. Don't do it save to gallery, otherwise your gallery is going to be full of like in 5 minutes. But just save to archive, and I'm going to show you something really important about that. And also share your story to Facebook. Because why do you do 5 stories on Instagram and then do 5 other stories on Facebook? This is a lot of time. I just post on Instagram story, and then it goes directly into my Facebook story, and bam, it's done in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And so the archive is really important, because look at that. Do you see the little clock on the right side on the top of the screen?
Yep.
If I click here, I can choose, there's an arrow, story archive or post archive, okay? I'm going to choose story archive, and look at this. All my stories are there. So I can reuse it if I want. And so something that works amazing is this. Okay, to make it more alive, I just put the first text, and then I save this picture, and I do another one with, and I just add a new text. I save it, I post it again, and I add a new text, and I just do this over and over, and you feel like it's moving, but it's not moving. It's just because I took the same exact picture as the first one, and I just put the same, and I just add a new text. And look at that. I love it.
Yeah, I love doing that. It's really good.
Yeah. And then I'm like, okay, 5 spots. And okay, so that was not one that worked a lot, but look, if I forgot to check who votes, I can go back in my archive and check who liked it. Because sometimes you're like, I didn't check, I don't even know if somebody voted on it, but you can take it back. And look, everything is here. Like everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And look at that one that I did, and I had people like private message me. So I said my team is on fire, and I was just like recognizing some people on my team.
I love that one. I'm gonna do that one.
Yeah, it works a lot, and I'm like, this is like actually talking to people, you know. And then I did that. How much monthly extra income would you need? And people vote. Yeah,
So
so that's about stories, and I guess that's all I have for the stories. But just play with it and be creative, because that's so good. You can do a lot, and I mean, people are watching more your stories than actually your timeline. So you can use color as the background. You can customize the color, and yeah, there's a lot of things you can do. And the last thing I want to talk to you about is the highlights. I didn't do it on my timeline because I want to do it like really, I want to do something really good. So I want to take my time. You can save your stories into albums that are going to stay on top of your profile, just under your bio. And so what you can do is just like look for a picture and then just add a little transparent icon on it, and you add it into your story. And on the left corner, you click on the menu and you click on add to highlights, and it's just gonna be added here. Then you can move it, give a name to the album, and then everything, each time you're going to do stories about food, you can also add it to your highlights that it's called foodie, for example. And that's amazing because that's going to stay on your timeline, and people, when they're going to check your profile, they're going to be able to check these albums too, and it's going to be stories saved into this album. So that's amazing. But I just feel like, again, don't be too spammy. Don't be like just all about it works. It can be, I take your example, Nikki, but like an album for your dogs, an album for you and your hubby, and an album for your makeup or whatever. And then at the end, like something about it works, you know? So something that I've heard from other leaders that works a lot is your stories, like creating a stories with pictures and adding text on it. So I have to do mine. I didn't do it yet, but I really want to do something like super pretty. So I'm going to take my time. And then you can change it however you want. So last thing is the app. So you can just like screenshot it if you want. So there's a whole bunch. Just try and check which one you want, because that's what I tried, different one. And so when to post is to choose when you want to post. Unfollow, it's Cleaner or Captivate. Preview, Unum, that's the app I'm using to plan or organize. Random Picker is the one to draw a name if you do a giveaway. And that's all different apps to edit your picture, because this is something really important. You have to edit your picture so that it looks pretty. So you have a lot of filter, especially if you want to follow a theme. You can use always the same exact way to edit your picture. So let's say, I don't know, in VSTO you use the C5 filter. That's the filter you're going to add to all your pictures so that it looks the same, you know. Always try to play with the lights and the saturation and just like add more contrast, and then you're gonna have more pretty pictures. So Facetune is more for selfies, and I can tell you guys, you can do amazing stuff. It's crazy. You can look super pretty, but I don't want to go too crazy about this, otherwise it's not too natural. Snapseed is really good about like improving the picture. Color Splash is more like if you want to put color just on one side of the picture. Retouch if you want to delete something on the picture. Let's say you are alone on the beach and you take a beautiful picture, and just like a random guy is walking behind you, and you want to delete it, you can do this. And Lightroom and VCSO are like filters and to improve the picture. And one of my favorites is PicsArt, because I'm like adding caption on my text. So for example, the giveaway, I did it with PicsArt. And I have another one, I didn't put it there, but the one I'm using wording the most is called Word Swag. But I don't use it for Instagram, but for Facebook, so that you know.
And I love for iPhone people, Pick Tap Go.
Yeah, I don't have this one for Android, but I heard a lot of people using it.
It's so good. Yeah, it's nice. It's kind of similar to probably like the Snapseed and Light, or maybe even the SEO or whatever.
Yeah, I think so.
But I love that.
Yeah, and so I heard a lot of people talking about PicTap Go with the crisp filter.
Yeah.
I'm so frustrated because I don't have this on Android, but never mind. So you can take a picture because I'm going to show you the other slide, and the other slide is more apps for stories. Okay? So are you good? I can go to the next one. Yeah?
I'm good.
Okay, so that's for the app I found for the stories. So this one is more if you want to record with like a vintage effect. This one is a little bit like Snapchat, but with tons of filters. It's crazy. I don't use all of it. I just tried and I kept the one that I really like. Canva and Over are more for collage. Splice is more if you want to add some music. If you have, how do you call this? If you have iTunes or something like that. And if you want to add like moving text on your stories, you can use HypeType for iPhone or Legend for Android. InShot, I use it. There's a whole bunch of stuff you can do, but I use it when I have like a square picture and I want it the side of a story. You can change like the way it looks. So that's so good because it makes me have a pretty picture to post on my story. I don't know, you say that, Kira or whatever. I love that one because it adds like a shining effect on when you record something, there's like sparkling stuff all around. It's so pretty. So I love that one. And glitch cam or glitch effect is just like to have like a glitch effect on your video. So if you want to play with that stuff, you can find whatever you want. But just make it easy, but make it creative. And if you want to take a picture, go ahead.
That's so cool. I never heard of that one, Snow. And one of the new girls that just signed up, Katie, on our team, was just telling me about Canva the other day. She uses it to help her sister make things. So I hadn't heard about that one either. So that's exciting.
Yeah. So sometimes you just have to try. There's some stuff I don't really like, but I know some people are totally crazy about it. So I'm like, I'm just going to share and people can try whatever they want. And last thing, you know how people write so perfectly on stories and you're like, what is this? How is this possible? My finger is not doing that pretty letter. So I just bought this amazing pen on Amazon and you have like a thing here. I don't know how you call this in English, but like to touch the screen. But that's the best part. Look at this.
So good.
So you can write on your stories and
so
it's
cool.
So cool. So I'm gonna add the link in the chat so that if you want to check, and I think it's like $10, so it's
You're
not
so good.
expensive.
Oh my God, you're amazing.
Thank you.
That was so good, and your English is perfect.
We good, but that was a lot, I know. But at least you know everything about Instagram. You're pro now.
It's seriously, you're so amazing. Your wealth of knowledge and your English is impeccable.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Did you understand me?
Oh yeah. You're so good. My girls are messaging in the thread.
Awesome. So thank you so much for watching until the end, because I know it was not short, but it's like, as you can see, that was a whole bunch of stuff, and it's not easy like to do it short, but now you know everything. So
that's so great, and I know I like can't wait to go and fix my Instagram.
Don't you feel like you want to do it right away? I felt like when I knew everything, I was like, I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to fix my Instagram first.
I know. I'm like, oh man, I have to get like more of a theme going. I like definitely post about like the same things, the same like, you know, 5 things that I like to talk about, like food and the dogs and Sunny and all those things, but not in the pretty way. So I was
Stephanie, I was the same. Don't worry. I just felt like I was doing crappy stuff. I was like, this is my Instagram is crap right now. I have to delete everything. But I mean, if you don't look for all that information, you don't even know. I was like, why are these people having so many beautiful pictures and stuff? And now I understand. So,
and I really understand like about like, you know, you're not editing the post for 24 hours. That's huge. I always edit them. I literally always edit them.
Yeah, and you see that's all the little thing like added one to another. You just oh my gosh, that's so good.
And we're gonna have our Instagram's gonna be fleeky.
Yeah. But don't forget we have a promotion going on, okay? Don't be like just working on your Instagram. That's like something you can do a little bit every day. work
Yeah.
your business. But I can tell you that it's gonna take time. But I mean, it's gonna change everything. I already noticed a difference on my Instagram. I have more interaction, more people who are following me. It's so much better, and it's the first time I have direct messages. I've never had direct messages before. I don't know.
That's awesome. That's so exciting. Okay, well, I can't thank
Okay.
you enough. I just love you to pieces. And don't forget to post the recording of this when
Of
you
course,
get it.
I will put it on my YouTube channel.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll
Thank you,
talk to you in the
everyone. Thank
morning.
you, Nikki.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Good night. Bye.
Mwah.